So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here back again in Malešice for the last game of the day and the last game of the yellow group between two teams that are still looking for their first win of this year's edition of the European Championships. And those are our teams, France and Portugal. My name is Andrzej Drizel. I will lead you throughout this live stream. As you can see, as you were maybe watching the live streams of the previous matches that happened today, here in Malešice, you could see that it was a sunny and very warm day. Now the rain is coming, the thunderstorm maybe could enter our arena. So we are now awaiting the initial face-off of this game. On the face-off dot, we got Mateo Fernandes for Team Portugal, and on the other side, number 11, Gaetan Hermon. The referees for today's game are Georg Rumschussel, Barbara Zelenay, Emma Jones, and the CBO for today's game is Jan Martin. About the two netminders that are now standing in between three pipes for today's game, we got number 25 for Portugal, Sean Medeiros, and number 44, Matteo Codrio. If we could see the percentages of both of the goalkeepers, so far they've been doing very good throughout the tournament. France will believe that with the lead of the head coach Justin Warner, they will find their way for their first win of this year's tournament. But Portugal, as the newcomer into the European Championships, will look for their first ever win on the tournament. Now the ball is with Gilles de Rungs, down to Clar. Jack Theron, who has been one of the leading scorers for Team France with 7 points. Now a loose ball. The shot clock runs out, so we got Portugal on the ball. Francisco Vasconcelos now running out the clock. Pedro Nunes with 5 points so far in the tournament. Pedro Nunes again. Now big chance for Cruz. Good shot into the post of the goal of Mathieu Coudreau. But the push has been done by Portugal, so we're going the other way. Dominique Sandy, also one of the big names for France in this year's tournament. 15 seconds. Theron from up top. Varela, Sandy, Theron, big shot, blocked. And another big shot, but going out of the cage. That was kind of unnecessary from Ethan Warlow, who ran across the field just to give a shove. Portugal is actually missing one of their biggest stars so far in the tournament, Noah Rosa, who scored 4 goals against Slovakia in Nizhny Miesto. So they will have to do some things to handle it, but now Dalapou the leading goal scorer for Team France. Shot into the crossbar. So we're going with Portugal on the ball. Now Brendan Pereira. Swings it to Callisto. Now Austin Kalish going underneath, couple fakes, and he scores! He had a lot of space in front of Coudreau. And Austin Kalish scores the first goal of the game. Pedro Nunes, as the announcer has just said, notches yet another assist, his 5th in the tournament. So Austin Kalish is the first goal scorer of this year's game. And so far, some shoves without the ball. Again, the team that will win this game will place 4th in the green group. And now Thomas Dalapou going in, tried to flip it to Louis Arbor. And Louis Arbor now wanted to flip it to the other side. Another way to Thomas Dalapou, but the ball ends up next to Coudreau. And now Pedro Nunes is going to handle the ball for Portugal. With Steven Calisto. No, Brendan Pereira. Nunes. Golish. Down to Cruz. Going underneath. Again, couple fakes. And almost. And copy-paste finish as the colleague that he shook hands with, Austin Golish. And Justin Cruz scores his 5th goal in the tournament, but most importantly, the 2nd goal for Portugal in this game. So 2-1 for Portugal. France has gone over the halfway line. So Portugal again with the ball. Now Nunes. Lester Salmins is against him. Five seconds to shoot. Pedro Nunes will be looking to get his hands free. And his stick has been stripped off of the Portuguese forward. Now a pass up top to Dominic Sandy. Big shot, and it has almost trickled in. It has been stuck between the legs of Medeiros, and what a shoulder by Tyler Cruz on the transition. He sent Jamie Calloway flying. Now Tyler Cruz going in, and the rebound chance, Brendan Pereira tried to shovel it on the goal of Coudreau, but it has been wide, so we are going the other way. Castera flips it to Gilles Clar. Up to Teron. Cutting through the middle is Gilles de Rungs. Now Josep Varela, and he scores for France. Big shot from the assistant captain, Josep Varela. Stings the near corner of the goal of Sean Medeiros. He was unguarded. He had so much time. Now Louis Arbor is now handling the ball. He gets it back from de Rungs. Now a save against the shot of Dalebou. Loose ball battle. Vasconcelos, and over the halfway line for France. And we are getting our first hydration break of the game, so we will be right back here in Malešice. We are back in Malešice with another part of the story between Portugal and France. So far, it has been looking better for team in the dark red. Shot and a save by Kudryot. It has been, it has been almost trickled into the goal by Gaetan Lom. Now Dominic Sandy has been shouldered by Vasconcelos. Now we're going France way. De Ungs spinning off Coutinho. Oh, what a shot by Dalabou. Just missed the top of the goal. Big block by Ethan Warlow. He has been so far a defensive powerhouse in the games that I've seen him in. And Coutinho clears it off for Nunch. Nunch, big shot from Kalish. And the goal's not good. The ball stood in front of the line. So we're going the other way. Now with the captain, Lester Salmons, leading the way. Callaway. Down to Clar, back to Callaway. Big shot and a nice save by Medeiros. And we're gonna move on. Loose ball picked up by Louis Raymond to Mayotte. Now it's handled by Arbor. Daibou. Back to Armand. Daibou. De Ungs. Big shot. And it has been over the goal of Medeiros. Now big interception for Vasconcelos, who has used his speedy legs. Now going the other way is Portugal. Austin Kalish. Big body from Teron. Big shot from Nunch, but it has been knocked down by Sebastian Simur. And Dominique Sandy is getting it to Teron. Castera. Teron, big shot, just wide of the target. Clar trying to put the ball on that, but it has flown out of the way of goal of Medeiros. So Austin Kalish on the other side. To Nunch. To Calisto. Vasconcelos. That's Brendan Pereira. Nunch. Doesn't have seconds to go. Shot by Brendan Pereira. But it has just missed the post of Kudryot. Other way going is the captain, Lester Salmons. Arbord. Down on the crease was looking for Daibou. Ball is still loose. And now we have Cruz clearing the ball out with his Portugal themed head. Big check by Justin Cruz. Guards the ball with his big body. going in the traffic, tries to find Vasconcelos, but the ball's loose, now picked up by Seymour. Looking for Sandy. Throws it up to Teron. Klar. Teron gets the ball back. Big shot by the Rungs. But again, the balls are not going to the cages of our two netminders. So the game is going up and down. And now we have only 3.5 minutes until the end of the first quarter, with the score of 1-2 for Portugal. Nice save by Kudryot. And there is the delay penalty against France. And Dominic Sandy is going to sit down. He's going to sit down in the penalty box for holding, if I've seen correctly. And now Pedro Nunes can help his team to get into even further lead. Coutinho, back to Nunes. That's Kalish. Vasconcelos. Kalish gets the ball back. Big shot, but what a block by Gerstner. And now Vaebu is going to the other side, but has missed the goal. Oh, he has not. The clock is reset, so it had to be either the glove of Medeiros or the post. Anyways, Francisco Vasconcelos is now going the other way. Pereira to Nunes. Back up top. Calisto. Kalish. Calisto. A little bit of a miscommunication for Portugal. And we are getting our first commercial break of the game. So we are gonna be back right here in Malešice.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
We're back here in Malešice with less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Big shot by Daebu, but a good save by Medeiros. And now a break opportunity for Tuguri, who doesn't pick up the ball. Instead, Jamie Calloway gets the whole of it. Now back to Daebu. 6 goals and 3 assists, that's his account so far in the tournament. Our ball. Big forecheck, shoots on the run, but just misses. Coutinho. It almost got picked off by Sandy. But now Pedro Nunes is gonna pick up the ball with 65 seconds remaining. Up top to Pereira. Nunch. Back up top to Pereira. 10 seconds to go. That has been very interesting. It got into the jersey of Dominic Sandy. But now 30 seconds till the end of the first quarter, with Portugal leading the way with the score of 2-1. Daibu. De Rungs. In for Vaibu. Seven seconds to go. Big shot, but Kudria solid all the way, and that's wrap on the first quarter. So we are heading into a short break with less than 2 minutes, with the lead of Portugal 2-1. So we are gonna be back. We are back here in Malešice for the second quarter of the last game of the green group between France and Portugal. So far, the team in maroon leading with the score of 1-2. And there's a delay penalty against France. Wow! What a try by Pedro Nunch. And wow, that's another penalty against France. Portugal still has the ball. Flipping it off to Cruz. And that should be another penalty. So Portugal is going to have a double power play with Gaetan Lom going to the penalty box for 2 minutes for cross-check. And also Camil Castera going for the same thing for the same amount of time. So Portugal is now having themselves a 5-on-3 power play. Calisto, Pedro Nunch, good save. Vasconcelos and the captain Lester Salmins just sends the ball along the boards to Medeiros. Now passes to Francisco Coutinho. And we're back in front of Kudryot. Kalish, Cruz. Looking for Calisto, who was on the crease. Kalish getting the pick from Vasconcelos. Big shot, but a big save for Mathieu Kudryot. Salmins. Big hits all around the page, but that's the Salmins. Or Salmon. Big shot by Thomas Dalibou. There was a big exclamation point. Now Austin Kalish back with Portugal in the attack. Calisto, Nunch, back to Calisto. Big shot, but off the post. Just a few seconds remaining of the penalties. Big shot, but Kudryot stood awake. And Thomas Dalibou is looking for the outlet. Now Louis Arbot. Ball again with Thomas Dalibou. Jules Clar. Big shot, but Medeiros saw it all the way. Medeiros will try his long pass. Gets it to Pedro Nunch. He doesn't handle it and has to go over the line. 10-second violation for Portugal. And France can play. Louis Arbot. Up to Sandy. Teron back to Sandy. Arbot. Big shot from Teron. Doesn't get it on the goal. Big shot from the angle by Joseph Varela. Big hit on Moreira by Sandy. Loose ball scrum won by Louis Arbot. Full shot clock for France, but Louis Arbot takes it. There has been an illegal pick by France. So again, we're going the other way. So far, very low scoring, very gritty game under the clouds, and the lights have turned on. Thanks to the Malešice staff. No! And the goal's waved off. Justin Cruz stepped into the crease, which was said by one of the referees. Arbot flips it to Derungs, but big check by one of the Portuguese defenders. Arbot to the traffic to Dalibou, but just over the crossbar. And Tyler Cruz looking for Vasconcelos. Going under. Handles it nicely. But now he has to wait for his offensive peers. Brandon Pereira. Back to Calisto. Shot by Nunch. Now nobody's going for the ball. And Nunch has been called off by his coaching staff to bring one of his defensive colleagues to the game. Now Jamie Callaway with the ball. Pass it off to Varela. Up top to Teron. Big shot off the crossbar. Big chance for number 1. And Portugal is going the other way after the illegal pick. And Malešice is now waving the game off for yet another hydration break. Of course, depends on how do you feel physically, but these days lately have been very, very warm and sunny, so please stay hydrated, such as our referees. And we are back in play with Portugal on the ball. Austin College. Vasconcelos noticed that that the ball was flying at him on the last. Wow! What a cut by Justin Cruz. And that's his hat trick, I believe. So Justin Cruz. So Justin Cruz makes it 3-1 for Portugal as they won yet another face-off. Vasconcelos flips it to Brandon Pereira. College. Nunch. Fired it into Pereira. Fight for the loose ball, but Sandy is now handling it. Dalabo down to Teron. Sandy. Deron. Sandy. And now Dalabo in the traffic. And he scores the second one for France. Good execution by number 77. Thomas Dalabo. Thomas Dalabo, one of the few Native Americans that are running on our fields throughout this tournament. His dad is from the Mohawk Kanawaki territory. So a big thing that he's running on our European fields, and we appreciate him for playing. So now there was a big chance for Austin College with the shovel. Now again Thomas Dalabo, and there's a penalty. It's going to be against Lorenzo Amador. And number 7 for Portugal is now going to the penalty box. So Lorenzo Amador is now sitting. On in the penalty box. Dalebou. Arbor, Dalebou. Try to get the set play, but now the ball's loose. Arbor try to flip it to Theron, but it has been knocked out. Now a big shot by Arbor, but Medeiros was fast to transition to the other side. And the ball was seen lying next to the net. So now we can get it moving again. Vasconcelos. Pedro Nunes handles it nicely, despite the big forecheck by Bosnica. And there is an interesting call going towards the Portuguese bench. Delay of game called. And now the in-home for Team Portugal is going to the penalty box. Gregory Moreira. Arbor. A double power play for France. Theron. Big pass to Derung. Arbor. Klaar. Good transition save for Medeiros. Big pass to Coutinho. He almost caught it. That would have been an amazing catch. But Francisco Coutinho has fought for it. And he's running away with the ball. Big pressure by Arbor and Derung. Big loose ball battle, but Arbor comes up victorious. But good effort by Francisco Coutinho, fighting off two players from Team France. And now there's a timeout called on the side of France. We're getting back at it here in Malešice with less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half, with France on the ball right now. Arbor was trying to find, wow! Good pass to Thomas Dalebou, and he wraps it around Portuguese cage. And number 77 is scoring for France and equalizes the score at 3. And that makes this game much more interesting. No loose ball picked up by Theron. Now Sandy. Joseph Varela. Arbor swings it too! Wow! That was a big cut pass to Gilles Klaar. And what a shot by the number 2. And France, in under a minute, turns the score around, now leading 4-3. So now we're heading into yet another commercial break. So don't go too far from your screens. We are going to be back.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
Achman and Fernandes on the face-off after the commercial break. We are now heading into the final 4 minutes of this quarter with the score of 4-3 for France, which had turned the score around against Portugal here. So I was mistaken. Portugal has taken a timeout. This is the commercial break. So we are going to be back. We are back here in Malešice with less than 4 minutes in the second quarter. And in the first half between France and Portugal, France leading the way so far 3-4. Now the Rungs with a couple of seconds to go. Deflection and wow! What an excellent save by Sean Medeiros. And the ball now ends up in the stick of Portuguese netminder. But we will need a replay because that was something wonderful from number 25 in the Portuguese cage. Daebu. Dan to Akbo. Oh wow! What a try by Jamie Callaway. Loose ball. Picked up by Delabu. Less than 10 seconds to shoot. Gilles de Roon shoots it, and Medeiros handles it. Looking for his outlet. Now he finds Lorenzo Amador. No Justin Cruz. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if he has 2 or 3 goals. A bit of a shaky catch by Coudriot, but he handles it. So we're heading the other way with Salmons on the ball. Now Sandy. Big pressure by Cruz. But Sandy is still on the ball. And there is a penalty called on Portugal. And Lorenzo Amador is going to the penalty box again. Less than 2 minutes here. So France have a chance to run away with the score. Theron looking for a shot, flips it to Diabou, and to Arbot, to Theron, and a shot just off the mark. The ball has gone out of play, but everybody's all right. And Louis Arbot has Vasconcelos in near pressure next to him, but he has to get into the defensive box. Theron tried to find Clar with the behind the back pass. Jamie Calloway. Now a good trickle by Fernandes. Good save by Medeiros. Going the other way with Mateo Fernandes on the ball. Hands it off to Nunes. Doesn't have much where to go, but he finds his way in behind the goal of Coudriot. Tries to shoot it, but one of the defenders blocks it. And the clock has winded down. So France has the last 20 seconds. And they're going to spend it in attack. Sandy. Big shot by Theron. And it has ended up on his defender. And that is a wrap on the first half of the last game of the green group. So France has turned the game around and is now leading the way with the score of 4-3. Now we are going to head into the halftime break, and we are going to be back in less than 15 minutes here in Malešice on the European Box Lacrosse Championships 2026.
Yes, brother. Not fucking finished, boys. No. We can do better then. We know we can do something better. Let's do it. Yeah.
Keep a foot on your fucking necks, boys. Attack, y'all are doing fucking great.
C'est bien, les gars.
C'est bien, ça.
Hey, coach, we gotta get water though.
There's a faucet near the bench.
Yeah, Louis, no, you stay. No, you stay. Maybe we'll go shoot this. I got water. I can do it. Yeah. It's so easy.
Hey, oh guys. Whatever we do, whatever concept, we need to shift to the lefty side. Like we're moving. So as we're going, like as we're moving the ball, we're just slowly just shifting this way as we're moving it. Okay. Because it's gonna make this guy fucking wide open. Yeah. Because as we drag right now, we're leaving this guy fucking naked.
That's how everyone got his goal.
Yeah.
You just walk onto crease.
Keep it up, boys. But hey, we gotta fucking capitalize right now while they're fucking gassed. We need to fill the net. We can't be comfortable with one goal lead.
Yeah.
Right? We need to be up by 6 by the 4th. We need to be up by 6 by the 4th.
Y'all keep scoring, we'll keep breaking and fucking
Defense, great job, right? As long as we stay fucking back in, they don't know what to do.
They don't fucking
And like
want
I said, that we got one penalty on the cross check, so what? They don't want to fucking go on the inside because we're playing physical, right? You're staying up here, and fucking 7 seconds they're finally trying to shoot the ball, right? Just keep doing your job. I think when I'm yelling black, it's also scaring them. Keep doing our job. Keep doing our job.
Part of the fucking Berlin Wall over here.
No part of that.
Putain, le 5-3.
Incroyable. Hey, defense, when we're getting dodged on every time, we should have a dealing. Where's my help? Where's my help? Let the teammates know, like, hey, I'm getting dodged on. If they're beating me, I need a quick slide. And also, number one rule is never let them get, if you're the bottom guy, never let them get underneath you, force them up to your teammates. So you guys can sandwich them.
Problem is, they are making living the guys. So. The two guys on top, middle and right, they push them away so that this guy can the guy.
Kind of force them back.
They're playing so far out, and if we keep our shape, we have time to call the pitch and switch. We're getting lost a few times, but not as many in the last 2 games.
Almost all of our outside shots, we shoot it right out his fucking stick. He's terrible glove side. Okay? You all know what I mean by glove side? Like, not the hand he's holding his stick in. Right? Just fucking, and when we get inside too, little reach, right?
Night and day.
We're getting
Je me sens comme un nouveau-né. Parfaitement bien.
Yeah, you gotta get I've been up on 360 times.
Super mal là. Ils sont où?
Yeah. I think if we all kind of like saw we have the ball, we all shift to one side, and that one guy just stays, so we're gonna all shift
Non, mais faut dire à la meuf qu'elle appelle pas une partie de pétanque.
89, no one is fucking under 60 tall, that can't be the guy, right? You guys gotta be aware of it. He's gonna try to go right through. Okay? So you go. He does it slow, but it does it good.
Straight down the middle, and then you come, instead of pick on my guy, okay?
Vas-y, va chercher, va chercher.
What do you see, Thomas? And then back out, more passes to the middle.
T'as pas besoin d'en racheter si tu fais la petite.
Plays are working where we can rebound.
Julien, tu vas avoir des deux?
When I feel like the shots from the outside, we're hitting players, we're hitting the goalie, no rebound.
Allez, Nathan!
We got to control a bit more. The right was working.
You want to do that fast little quick.
Yeah, and the goalie gets
Fat fuck doesn't even run up.
But if we get, I think we were riding, but with just one, if we get two in there, the ride was working.
And if we're gonna shoot, but you're gonna start the one shoot, not hesitate, right? And then there's more for it, but you like to wait, and then that just gives us a little chance to set up. Yeah. And then he mixes it. Also, they're fucking slow. I honestly think we do against these guys too. We should fucking. It's gonna fuck them up. Now we're gonna make boxes on the side. But then we just miss it.
We pass up, pick up on the next lane. They're like, watch out behind, watch out. Or we off ball, pick up, and then we both switch.
That's what you're talking about before.
Yeah, exactly. It's like three low.
So Thomas is behind, the two low guys pick up, and then top guys face the track.
derrière moi, donc je me suis dit si je te laisse, j'ai aucune idée de ce qui va arriver. Et après il va aller vers la gauche, vers le Christ, et moi j'attendais le mec qui capte vers le Christ. En théorie t'avais raison, mais je ne sentais pas.
Moving faster than them. They can't follow our passes. We're just moving around and trying to work it out.
Ball watching hard.
Just a little cut, little pass, little pass, little pick. Simple.
I guarantee you, if they make it I'm sure they're going to try to make an adjustment to cover the back door. Guarantee if they do one, they're going to only cover the fucking side that's been open and just going to do reverse, and the lefty's going to do it. Also, the guy back door was not regular water.
No, you go under the goal line. Oh, under the goal line.
This is the post. Yeah. Your stick almost here, so that when you catch it,
Okay. Yeah, because then you have to like.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Yeah. Is that like if you hit the goal, you can't.
Do it now, bitches!
Et me cache derrière le gars. Le stick qui champion public, my friend. Regarde, on fait la balle. Le toqué, c'est la même. Oh, yeah. Nice as well. I don't know why.
Red and blue.
Sur la hanche.
I find it so funny.
The white one fits better than the blue, which I don't know if you guys Elevate here to down. Joue les hanches, et on laisse rien derrière nous.
It looks like an Eastern. It looks like a rich Eastern European man when he's like half naked with his towel on his head. It looks like he goes to the odds and makes way too much money. Yeah, exactly. No. He's selling gas on like pirate ships.
I've got it though.
No, he's selling Russian gas.
And I also said 89, no one under 6 feet tall is defending him.
Kaliningrad, fucking Estonia. We got a few like some money laundering
Parce que nous, on sera occupés.
The moment qu'on a fait if we can't fire, if we're confused and we can't switch guys, just stay with our guy, with your guy because then no one's open. But that's what you're gonna have to pay attention to, David. As long as we don't turn our back, we're okay. But sometimes with a two-man, they want you to switch, right? Because for that quick second, that interchange, you're open. We'll start talking hold, fire. Okay? Fires are swift. How the legs work.
Avec le temps, moi j'arrive à vous parler bien plus, ça me rappelle mes jours des polyfields.
Fellas, I know it fucking feels good right now, right? We've already been in 2 games of this fucking tournament that we've been at this situation. Okay? So we need to fucking balls to the wall, fucking shove our cocks down their fucking throats right now and fucking fill their necks. Okay?
Et les gars, vous prenez tous Sam Grégoire. Hein, lui, il pouvait pas aller avec nous, il était dégoûté. Je l'ai appelé avant, je suis parti, il m'a dit écoutez, je suis à fond avec vous, faites-moi juste un truc, je m'en fous si vous gagnez, défoncez tout et lâchez rien. Alors on défonce tout et on lâche rien, jusqu'à la fin. Allez les gars.
We won like four possessions on that this quarter.
How many years do you think that is? Allez, let's go les gars.
Les gars, faut qu'on apprenne à gagner là, c'est pas fini.
Exactement.
On apprenne à gagner. On va apprendre aujourd'hui. On lâche rien. Non, je suis prêt. Let's go les gars.
So we're getting it rolling back here in Malešice for the third quarter of game between Portugal and France, and an early chance from Mateo Fernandes, but Kudryov makes his first save of the second half. Now we've got Vasconcelos finding Justin Cruz, one of the goal scorers of today's game. Pedro Nunes. Calisto. A lot of bodies in the traffic between Austin College and the French defenders. Now a big save for Kudryov and another one! Sequence of nice defensive plays. With the cherry on top of 3 saves made by Kudryov in France's goal. No pass handled. Thomas Dalebou, and a save made by Medeiros. Peron. And we've got a man down the field. Looks like Dominic Sandy. But he's gone on his feet on his own, so he's now going to his bench. A little bit rattled. He's holding his shoulder. Shot clock has been set to 24, and now we are back in the action. A little bit of confusion between the referees and the scoreboard, but everything seems all right now, so we are back in the action. Arbot, Dalebu, Teron on the top key, and now the Rungs with the ball, and on the other side we have Klar. And Arbot was trying to find Gilles Klar, who was all alone on the second side of the crease. But now Portugal with the ball in their possession, and Pedro Nunes waiting for his teammates. Big screen filled by Brendan Pereira. Not a lot of time to shoot. And the shot clock has winded down for Portugal. So Camille Castera is clearing it out for France. Now a big hit by Francisco Coutinho. Big shot by Joseph Varela from the left-hand side. Now we're back at it. That is Jamie Calloway handling the ball. Up to Teron, and a big shot from Joseph Varela, which ends up with the block of Mateo Fernandes. Francisco Coutinho trying to clear the ball out, and a 10-second violation against them. So now Jack Teron has one of the Portuguese defenders trailing him. An exchanging of hits between Arbot and Cruz. De Jong. Arbot swings it to Dalebu. He doesn't handle it, and the ball bounces to Medeiros. So now the ball is back with France, specifically Jack Teron, who passed it off to Gilles Klar. He has Dalebu to help him. Teron. Big pass and a big shot made by Varela, and a good save by Medeiros. And the ball is out. Hopefully no one has had a concussion. We will hope everybody is okay. So now Gilles Klar, down to Teron. De Jong. Dalebu going behind the goal of Medeiros. He knows that he can shoot from behind, he can jump. So now Gilles Klar going for the big shot, but it has been eaten up by Mateo Fernandes. And again, big shot, but a shoulder save by Medeiros. And we're going back. De Jong. Tried to pass it to Klar. He just hockey hits it to De Jong, who fires it into Medeiros, and there was just a shot of desperation for number 5. Now a collision between Amador and Teron. There are so many little duos that are battling with each other. Oh, we got Pedro Nunes. Justin Cruz going in, shoots, and he scores! Big shot by Justin Cruz. Again, a hammer by number 89 in the maroon jersey. And Portugal equalizes the score at 4. Yeah, what a rocket. Caught. He caught Kudria on the far post. So now a loose ball battle on the board. And Salmins comes up victorious. Arbal goes underneath and there's a delay penalty. It will be again on Francisco Amador, if I've seen correctly. Lorenzo Amador, sorry. Now pass into traffic! And Thomas Diabou scores again. Beautiful cut into the Portuguese defense. The Maroon team is so Thomas Diabou fires France back in the lead. And Portuguese defense is very static. Nobody wants to rush the players up close. But Justin Cruz pulls into the traffic! Justin Cruz, are you kidding me? And now the same thing happened for France. And Justin Cruz equalizes it for Portugal. And now the floodgates have opened on both of sides. There was a push from France. And there's yet another hydration break in this game. So we are going to be right back here in Malešice. We are right back here in Malešice for another piece of this game between two teams that are still looking for their first win in the group, France and Portugal. Recently, Justin Cruz equalized the score for team in maroon and gold. And Austin Kalish was going into traffic and was calling for the pass, but didn't notice that the ball has been already rolled by the boards. Now Thomas Diabou, Teron, Arbot, Teron, Diabou, De Jong, wide shot. Now caught by Salmins. Arbot, and just missed the goal of Medeiros. And Pedro Nunes will handle it for Portugal. Calisto, Vasconcelos, Nunes, back up top. And an illegal peg by Kalish. So France can get it rolling with Salmons in the ball with the stick, passing to Teron. Shoots over the defender. And the loose ball ends up with Louis Arbord. Tries to swing it to Gilles Clar. Back to Arbord. Few seconds on the shot clock. And unfortunately for Ethan Taguri, a push against France and against Louis Arbord. So France is getting the ball again. And wide shot by Thomas Dalabou. Now Pedro Nunes. Up to Calisto. Vasconcelos, Pereira going underneath. Had a little bit of space, but Louis Ramon was pretty fast to return with him. Pedro Nunes was going for the shot, but it has been triggered out by the leg of Ramon. And France is going the other way. No Gaetan Lom. Passing up to Callaway. Dalabou with the ball in his stick. Up to Jack Teron. Arbord back to Teron. Getting the picks on the right hand side. 10 seconds to shoot. Dalabou down to Arbord! And a good goal for France. And Louis Arbord fires France ahead again. Yeah, just a smart play and then an unfortunate push by Ethan Wallow. But just a couple fakes and finds the 5-hole of Sean Medeiros, which leads to a lead of France 6-5. Now Thomas Dalabou can go in. He jumps and he scores! Right from the face-off, Thomas Dalabou. A little bit of magic again from the number 77. And France can now catch fire and run away with the goal difference. So another face-off now between Moreira and Hermon. Loose ball, almost picked up by Arbord. Now picked up by Salmins. And a big check. Salmins without his stick. And the ball now loose behind the goal of Medeiros. Coutinho. Vasconcelos. Austin Kalish. Vasconcelos. Justin Cruz swims, goes underneath, and wow, what a save! Some exchange of words between Coudreau and Cruz, and he gets the better of him! And that was personal for Justin Cruz, who is now getting the revenge on Coudreau. And a big, emphatic roar by Justin Cruz, who gets it back on Coudreau for so now we are, that was a big check on the rib of Mateo Fernandes. But we are back with Portugal in the attack. Pedro Nunes. Vasconcelos. Calisto. Nunes will get the shot off just wide of the goal of Kudrio. And referees are waving off another commercial break. So watch all of the lacrosse commercials that we have available, and we will be right back.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
Back from Malešice, back with the last 4 minutes of the third quarter of this game between Portugal and France. In the last couple of minutes, both of the teams have got a smoke so far, and unfortunately for France, Louis Arbor is getting this goal waved off. So there's a no change in the score. Tyler Cruz clears it up for Portugal. And there are now some verbal expressions between Cruz and the French bench. Now Justin Cruz going in, spins out, jumps, and he scores! You're out of your mind, Justin Cruz! And something was lost. Probably his mouth guard. But Justin Cruz, you are out of your mind. He now equalizes the score for Portugal, and he's on fire. Now a scrim for the loose ball, picked up by Vasconcelos. And goes off the races next to the goal of Kudrio. Coutinho rolls it for Nunes. Now Austin Kalish. Fighting off big pressure from Castera. Now a ball with Castillo. Calisto, sorry. Gilles Clar. Pick from Diabou, and Clar skies it. So we're going the other way again with Lorenzo Amador up to Pereira. Pedro Nunes. Doesn't have seconds to shoot. So now Calisto flipping it off for Justin Cruz. He shoots again, but now Kudrio catches the shot and France can clear out. But Louis Ramon has big problems with that. Big hit by Justin Cruz. And there is some aftermath after the whistle. But Justin Cruz is getting some respect on the field right now. And the Portuguese bench is absolutely loving it. We've got 99 seconds to go. Callisto down to Nunch. Back to number 12. Up to Austin Kalish. Nunch to Justin Cruz. Oh my God! Absolutely magical moment for number 89. Justin Cruz is having himself a day. Justin Cruz is cooking and cooking and cooking. And we have eaten the whole platter. And now pick off. And the loose ball picked up by Mateo Fernandes. And there's a delay penalty going France's way. And Mateo Fernandes is now laying on the ground. Thomas Daibu is going to the penalty box. Barbara Zelena is now showing 2 minutes for slashing. So Mateo Fernandes has been led off the pitch on the bench. There is something on his chest, as I'm now looking at the Portuguese bench. But that would be a big loss for Portugal, as they wouldn't have their face-off specialist. And Louis Arbor has gone back into the crease with the ball. With 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Austin Kalish down to Callisto. Nunch. Kalish. Cruz. Clearing the way for number 89. But he misses the goal entirely. And now something under 25 seconds for France to possibly equalize the score. Teron, Arbord. But they will possibly only hold it for the remainder of the penalty kill. Orjek will get the shot off, just off the target. Gets it again, shoots! And a save by Medeiros. And that's a wrap. on the third quarter. Portugal has turned the score over against France, and we are going to be heading to the fourth quarter with the score of 7-8 to Team Portugal. So we are going to be back in less than 2 minutes.
Let's go, Sean! Woo! Killing it out there.
As the announcer said, shout out to Edward Eiselt doing the announcer's job in the scores bench, and we are underway for the final quarter of regulation of the day between France and Portugal. In the last quarter, it has been very up and down between those two teams, but Portugal, thanks to Justin Cruz, who is now handling the ball, has taken the lead 7-8. He can change it now. Loose ball in front of Couturier, and now Louis Arbor is going all the way, but he has been stripped off by Vasconcelos. And the ball is now going for Portugal as Louis Vasconcelos is looking for the outlet. Lets it off for Pedro Nunes. Brendan Pereira. Down to Calisto. Nunes. Up to Vasconcelos. Gets a room to shoot. And the ball ends up on the chest of Couturier. Passes it off to Camille Castera. Down to Thomas Daebu. Teron. Up to Daebu. Big shot, but it has been blocked by Coutinho. De Rungs. Up to Varela. Daebu. Teron to Varela. There's a big scrum happening between Warlow and Daebu. And the French attackman is going to the penalty box. Probably for roughing, because we could have seen them scrumming with each other. Yeah, so it's going to be cross-check for Thomas Daebu. And Portugal will get their chance to score their 9th goal of the game. Kalish down to Calisto. Nunes. Back up to Kalish. Shovels it to Justin Cruz. Clearing the way out, but Couturier is a stone wall in the moment. So now Louis Arbord is clearing it off for France. And he's gonna hold it as long as possible, just to cut down as much time as possible. Tries to go underneath. He will try to flip it to Clar, but he shoots after the shot clock. So now Tyler Cruz passes it off to Vasconcelos. As Louis Vasconcelos, going from the bench, shovels it to Austin Kalish. And now the big man, Justin Cruz, gets it back from Vasconcelos, gets the screen, but it has been trickled off. He doesn't handle the pass after that. And there's a slash going to Austin Kalish after the ball is loose. And France is going to take their goalie off. And there is almost a rare occasion happened, as one of the players almost fired the ball off the boards into their own net. That would have been a rare thing. So now for the quick 4-on-4, we got Teron. Also Jamie Calloway, Louis Arbord, who now has the ball, and Nerung. And a loose ball battle, and over and back for Portugal. Pedro Nunes was looking for someone to pass to, but now a big pressure by the French defense. Brandon Pereira. Vasconcelos picks up the ball. Pedro Nunes, 10 seconds to shoot. Vasconcelos just fires it into the chest of Coudreau. And Jack Teron brings it upfield. So now Dominique Sandy back up to Teron. Back to number 10. Jack Teron, big shot, but just off the target. Nobody has picked it up yet. But Mateo Fernandes has solved it in his own version. Now Vasconcelos will run the clock. Pass it off to Nunes. Calisto. Nunes. Log between Sandy and Vasconcelos. Big shot. And Justin Cruz almost got to the ball in front of Coudreau, but fortunately for France, two defenders locked him up. We're going with Thomas Daebou the other way, and France equalizes it again. Thomas Daebou with a big transition goal equalizes the score at 8. Just a wrap around Gregory Moreira, and he called Medeiros on the near post. So 8 goals for both sides. Now a big pressure by Coutinho, but the ball was rolled by Hermon to Arbod. Now de Rong. Catch by Jack Teron. Pass it to De Rong. Loose ball! And Thomas Dayebu! Magic man on the crease. And France turns it over. It would be in a call crease. I was looking at the replay, but that depends on the people with the striped jerseys. Thomas Dayebu had a chance to take a 2-goal lead, but he fired it out of the way of goal of Medeiros. Now pass from Vasconcelos to Kalish. We got something over 8 minutes till the end of the 4th quarter. Getting the pick to Justin Cruz, and Justin Cruz scores again. Just an unbelievable performance for number 89. So Fernandes and Hermon on the loose ball battle, and now Vasconcelos going all the way, and he scored for Portugal! What is going on? This game is going back and forth. Luis Vasconcelos fires the Portugal ahead again. This is like a game of tennis. It's going back and forth. And Portugal leads again. What a turn of events. France thought that they had the momentum, but 2 fast goals by Cruz and Vasconcelos have stopped the scoring streak. And Portugal are in the same position that they were like 2 minutes ago. Vasconcelos to the other side to Nunch. Was trying to go underneath. Flips it to Kalish in the traffic. But the shot goes off the target. And we are getting our hydration break. So I know it's getting a little bit cooler, but please stay hydrated. We'll be right back. We're going back to Malešice for a very dramatic game between France and Portugal. Portugal leading the way so far! But Jack Teron changes it yet again, as he now equalizes the score at 10 goals apiece. And again, as you could hear from the game announcer, Thomas Daebu gets yet another point. And there's... Oh, wow! There almost have been another goal by Mateo Fernandes, but Kudrio was right against it. So now we have Louis Arbord. Big shot by Thomas Daebu. And the ball goes out of play with touch of Medeiros. So France has a whole new shot clock. Arbord finds Jules Claire. No loose ball battle. Ethan Warlow. An over and back call. And the referees are now discussing what have just happened. They are not sure with each other. And they have discussed it, and that there has been a deflection from Team Portugal. So France is now going to play with the ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Now Thomas Daebu getting back into offense. Louis Armand. 5 seconds. Going to jump. But a save by Sean Medeiros. Vasconcelos fighting Justin Cruz. Has it offhand. Two of the goal scorers now guarding each other. Thomas Daebu against Justin Cruz. Big forecheck, 10 seconds to shoot. Justin Cruz trying to go underneath, but a big check. Thomas Daebu going the other way, flips it to Johan Mayotte. Tried to pass it to Arbord, but just too far off. Now Mateo Fernandes has Calisto on the other side. Now there was Vasconcelos, and he didn't catch the ball, so it ends up with Kudrio. And now we are back in attack with France. Camille Castera, sorry, looking for his outlet. The Runks. Clar. Peron. The Runks fakes it. Back to Teron. Down to Clar. Big shot and a save by Medeiros. Save against Joseph Varela. Amador, big hit! You saw it coming. The train wreck is coming. Lorenzo Amador colliding with Callaway. And now less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Big shot incoming! But Austin College doesn't get the ball on the cage of Kudrio. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. Castera clearing the ball out. Daebu, pass it off to Teron, back to Daebu. Shoots it! And a big block by Ethan Warlow. Arbord, less than 10 seconds. Daebu, up to Clar, shoots it over the crossbar of Medeiros. And with 3 minutes and 26 seconds, we are calling our commercial break. The last one in the regulation, so we will be right back here in Malešice.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
Portugal and Luis Vasconcelos now with the ball. 3.5 minutes remaining. And Portugal looking for 11th goal of the game now. Portugal loving the fake pass by Pedro Nunes. Back up to Vasconcelos. Austin College shoots over. And Kudryal. Big shoulders. And Callisto falls to the ground now. Justin Cruz holding his man down. He has Salmons against him. Holds him off. Vasconcelos. Callisto down to Nunes. Up to Vasconcelos. Cruz, 10 seconds to shoot. Trying to shoulder his way in. But he has lost the ball in the process. And now Hermon is going the other way. Vasconcelos was pretty fast to keep up with him. Thomas Daibu with the one-handed toe drag. Almost paid off. 10 seconds to shoot. Finds Louis Arbu in the transition. Daibu goes into traffic, but a good save by Medeiros. Doesn't know where the ball is. Now he has found it. And now a pass to Luis Vasconcelos. Up to Pedro Nunes. Gets Callisto. Brendan Pereira. Tries to go underneath. Tries to flip it to Justin Cruz. Almost handled it. Tries to get it on the cage, but it goes out of reach of Kudryal. So now Louis Arbot. Sandy gets it to Jack Teron. Back up to Arbot. Now it goes with Jack Teron. Almost a goal chance for Joseph Varela on the left-hand side. And now Portugal will have one of their last shifts in front of Kudryal. 10 seconds to shoot. Callisto. Shot by Vasconcelos. The ball's loose. Picked off by Daibu. And a big hit. And timeout called by France. Dramatic fashion in between those teams. Last 21 seconds as shown on the shot clock.
Go, Sean.
So France has now chance to either decide the game, or in case not, it will lead to overtime between those two teams that are still looking for their first win in the tournament. Arbord, Varela, Teron, Daebu and De Jong for France in the attack. 10 seconds to shoot. Varela, Arbord gets it behind to Daebu. Teron, big save! And the time of regulation has ended. So we are heading into overtime. And France and Portugal will have to wait for their win a little bit more as the regulation ends up with 10 goals apiece. So we are going to be back in less than 2 minutes for the overtime between those teams in the green group, France and Portugal. We're going to be back in a minute. We are back in Malešice and standing in front of the most important piece of time between France and Portugal. Whichever team scores the next goal wins their first game of the tournament. A loose ball battle. Nobody has picked it up yet. Now Thomas Daebu did. And now it has been knocked off by Luis Vasconcelos. Flips it off for Austin Kalish. He's going to wait for everyone to get into their possessions. Kalish. Still Kalish. Flips it off for Pedro Nunes. Has few seconds to shoot, but it has been thrown over the halfway line. And France will have their offensive possession. De Jong's on the ball, up to Arbord. Joclar. Callaway up to Teron. De Jong. Teron. Callaway is building him a pick. 10 seconds to shoot. Callaway gets it to Arbord, dodges, and save made by Medeiros. Gets it to Tyler Cruz, who skies it for Vasconcelos. Pedro Nunes has Dominic Sandy against him. And now space for Calisto. Less than 10 seconds to shoot. Justin Cruz! And a 5-0 save by Kudrio. A clear by Johan Maillot. Flips it off for the captain. Salmins. Down to Dominic Sandy. Looks for... Wow, what a save by Medeiros! against Joseph Varela. And now Vasconcelos is going the other side. Pass it off to Austin Kalish. Pedro Nunes. Ethan Doguri building some hard picks. Justin Cruz gets his own rebound and a helmet save by Kudryot. And now Thomas Dayabu is going the other way. He's going to use it. Shoots. And saved by Medeiros. And a long pass towards Justin Cruz. All alone against Kudryot. But a glove save by the French netminder. Louis Raymond has Salmons against him. Gilles Clar waiting for his offensive colleagues. 3 minutes of overtime. Pass to, wow! Pass to Arbod and it has trickled over the post. And let's see how this will be. And Medeiros is, Medeiros is okay. Just a little bit rattled. Getting his equipment right. And now Louis Vasconcelos is running out the clock. Passes it off to Kalish. Justin Cruz is being guarded from up close by Gerstner. Big bodies flying. No pickoff. And it was a pass to Herman. He's going to hold it. Passes it off to Louis Arbod. Sandy. Dayabu. Perron. Arbod. Dayabu is trying to shoot it. Oh! Oh, wow! That has been a close call. It was a shot that has been touched by one of the Portuguese defenders, and it whistled just past the post of Sean Medeiros. Dozen of seconds to go. Pedro Nunes going in. Good save by Kudryot. Austin Kalish going in for the forecheck. And Jack Teron brings the ball upfield. Dayabu. Louis Arbod. Down to De Rungs. Arbod. Try to flip it to Clar. Dayabu. Big block by Francisco Coutinho. And the ball ends up with Vasconcelos as we are heading into water break of this overtime between France and Portugal. We are going to be right back. Ball with Portugal and Louis Vasconcelos. We have Pedro Nunes, Vasconcelos, Kalish. Goes underneath and into the cage of Kudryot. Louis Arbor finds Sandy up top. But he holds it. Nothing to rush. As his teammates. De Rungs goes underneath and just rolls on the goal line of Sean Medeiros. And now Tyler Cruz is clearing the ball for Portugal. Pedro Nunes, a football control. Now he has handled it properly. Pass it off to Vasconcelos. Austin Kalish. Pass down to Brandon Pereira. And he just misses the goal. Up top to Dominic Sandy. Head of steam. Pass it off to Jack Teron. De Rungs. Down to Varela. Up to Dominic Sandy. Varela. And he decides it for France! Josep Varela wins it for France! And it gives them the first win of the tournament. And look at it. Look what it means to them. Varela, the game winner. The overtime winner. That was a big clash for the last game of the green group between France and Portugal. They gave us the best game possible. And they will be heading into their playoff games. Let's see who they will be possibly playing. So France, who has now won this game and has placed on the 4th place in the green group, is going to play tomorrow against Norway at 1:30 p.m. local time in Radotín. Portugal will have to wait for one of the games to be decided. So for the last time, thanks for tuning in the ELF YouTube channel. And thanks for looking at this insane clash between France and Portugal. I've been on that Giselle. Thanks for watching and love lacrosse. We'd love to see you tomorrow and so on for the rest of the tournament. Be kind to each other, love each other, and see you next time. I have Joseph Varela from Team France. Joseph, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Everybody's seen the joy that the team has endured. Please lead me through your emotions. And how did you feel about the game? It has been up and down, and then your game winner as the cherry on top. Walk me through that.
Yeah, I think we definitely came in today knowing this was a must-win. We've gone through the pool play. This is our last game in the pool. We want to just battle and fight as hard as we can, and we had this one circled, man. So knew it was going to be tough, but I mean the whole team. We came out. We knew what we had to do, worked through it, and we got the win. So yeah.
As you said, you had it circled in your calendars. Have you seen the matchup of Norway that is awaiting you tomorrow in Radotin? Have you seen any film?
No, I mean, we prepared really well for this game. We know what we had to do. We're going to do the same thing like we did today. Come out, execute, and hope for the best. So looking forward for tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Joseph, and congratulations on the win.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Jo. Protože mi to řekli, vole, že to mám dělat, že prej je píčovina dělat rozhovory s tím, co prohraje, protože vole jsou smutný a nechtějí mluvit.